Welcome back Romantic Home family, and welcome if you all are new. I am Olivia, Olivia's Romantic Home. I'm a DIY crafty mama. In today's video, I'm going to share with you guys 6 DIY, Dollar Tree, and budget-friendly spring Easter decor crafts. This is episode 2 in my huge I Love Spring series. I love to share with you guys how you can have a boutique, gorgeous home on a budget. We're going to be creating this beautiful, amazing garland using a Dollar Tree pool noodle and some beautiful florals, as well as some other fun crafts. I want to share with you guys some of my DIY cakes that I have been making. They're such a process. They actually take a full week to make from start to finish, and even longer in some cases, and also a devotional at the end. Now I am giving away one of these big beautiful cakes in my spring series, so make sure you're subscribed to my YouTube channel and pop over to my Olivia's Romantic Home DIY Facebook page, where I share daily crafting inspiration with you all. Also keep an eye out for my brand new Olivia's Romantic Home DIY group page. I'm going to be sharing with you guys as well upcoming. So many things to look forward to. And without further ado, let's go ahead and plug in those glue guns, get out your glitter and paint, and let's get to crafting. For this DIY, we're going to take a Dollar Tree pool noodle and make a beautiful floral garland. These are so fun and very, very easy to do. What you're going to want to do is you're going to start out with your greenery. Now this is actually just greenery that I had floating around in my craft stash. The florals had already been plucked off of it for another project. So I'm taking and I'm just going to make 4 kind of spaced apart pieces of greenery to kind of give myself a little bit of a template, because this pool noodle is a bit longer, and I just want to give myself about 4 points where I know these are the sections where I need similar florals, similar greenery, and whatnot. I'm also going to go on in with some of these longer, spikier greenery pieces, and they're from Hobby Lobby. I'm going to do a mix of kind of just some florals that I had in my craft stash that I had clipped off, and that I'm just going to hot glue into this piece. Now, I am going to be doing, I believe, several of these I've decided to possibly use for my son and his fiance's wedding. They're getting married in September, and we want to make the aisles of their walkway when they're walking down at their venue really beautiful. There's going to be I think 6 rows of chairs on either side. So I have measurements for it, and I think if I do these as pool noodle garlands, they'll look really nice and they'll stay up really well, and we can move them super easily. Meaning that also, because I'm in the wedding, I don't want to have to like fuss and arrange things. So I'm thinking if I go ahead and set these up already, they'll already be arranged. So this is kind of a trial run for that, but I'm also going to use it in my studio on my mantle. Now I'm mixing in hydrangeas and roses for this kind of tester piece, and they're not the most high quality because they were actually pulled from a wreath that I found at the thrift store that it just was just kind of, I don't know, it was kind of bland. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to take those pieces off of that wreath and make it into a beautiful garland and test this out and see how it goes. Now, I will tell you that I did need quite a bit of florals, I felt like, for this. So if I were to buy this and recreate this, I would probably suggest 2 to 3 bundles of hydrangeas and maybe 2 to 3 bundles of roses, probably at least a bundle or 2 of your greenery, to really get you going. Now, I like it to be really full, and if I was going to do this for a wedding aisle, I would make sure that I had some filler flowers, because I think your nicer flowers should be in the center, and then your filler flowers can be in and around the pool noodle, because you're not really going to see them, but you don't want to see the pool noodle, if that makes sense. So anyway, you guys really can have fun with this and get creative with it. I'm just hot gluing the flowers in to the garland. Most of them, some of them had a longer stem, and I would just be able to just kind of pop them in. But I'm going to tell you right now, if I do this for the wedding, every single stem is going to be glued in really, really well, because I don't want anything falling out. I don't want to have to mess with, trying to repair a garland when we're in transit, when we're going to have a lot of things going on for the wedding. And I think that I can do maybe 3 down each side of the aisles. Again, I do have to measure and see. And I did get a deal actually at Hobby Lobby on lamb's ear. They had it for $5 a garland. So I already have some garlands of lamb's ear that could be really good filler. to use. So anyway, I'm going to play around with this idea some more. Let me know if you guys have tried this. Another thing you guys could do would be to split the pool noodle down the center. That's something that I might do, so there's less filler that you have to work with, and so it will sit flat. I don't even know why I didn't think about doing that, but that's something you can do. And I've also seen some creative people, like on TikTok and some of the Instagram reels, split the pool noodle down the center, but just leave a split in it, and you can attach it to your mantle. Now, the way that I do my garlands, I don't think that that would work on my mantle. I think it would fall off, but I've seen some people have success with it. And you could also put it up underneath your cabinet, which is super cool. I bought several pool noodles at Dollar Tree to try this idea. I just am not sure that it would stay very well, but maybe it will. You don't know until you try, right? But have fun with it, get creative, use whatever colors you have on hand, and go for it. So here is the final look. Now this little faux mantle is out in my crafting studio, and it's wooden, and so I just have little nails that I'm able to hang it on. And I also ended up adding in some pretty and pink roses to kind of match the top swag garland that I have above my little faux mantle decor piece. So what do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section below. Okay, for this Dollar Tree DIY, you guys would never believe I found this super adorable pink bunny. They've been putting out the white bunny for years, and I wanted to give her a shabby chic makeover. You guys loved that little bunny pillow that I did in my last video, and so I thought this would be a fun and easy craft you could do with your kiddos or grandkids, or just on your own. These are just a great little fun crafty idea. Okay, so I'm gonna zhuzh and really fancy up this bunny. She is gonna become a princess bunny, and she's pink, so we'll call her a pink Princess Marie bunny. I'm taking some Dollar Tree pink ribbon and just tying that around her neck and giving her a big bow, and that's going to give you guys something to add in some pretty little decor, like some roses or whatnot too. And these are so fun. They're $1.25. You should be able to find them at any Dollar Tree. Now I have these little pink pre-made bows, so we really had to fancy her up and give her some little bow earrings. Maybe that's what we can say that they are. I'm crafting upside down and backwards, so I didn't really notice that one of the little bow earrings was kind of off center, but that's okay. We don't have to be perfect here. So the next thing I want to do is add in this sweet little bunny crown. These are on my sweet friend Natalie's site, and her site is called totallydazzled.com, and she's linked in the description box of my video. I don't get any commission off of it, but I love supporting her because she's a sweet little small business. And she does send me jewels to use to craft with, so that is amazing because all of the crafting supplies can get a little bit pricey for my videos. But anyway, so now I'm just going to take this little lacy collar that I found at the thrift store, and it's so pretty. It's crocheted. I did not want to cut it apart, so I just decided to wrap it around Miss Pink Princess Marie Bunny, just to give her kind of, I don't know, a little fancy lacy dress. But you guys can just really have fun with this part. You don't have to add any clothes to your bunny if you don't want to, but she's super fancy, so we're going to add a little fancy bit and bob here. And I'm just going to keep going with her, just having fun, getting creative and fancying her up. I think it would be so fun if you have little grandkids to do this with. So they have pink bunnies, white bunnies, and little brown bunnies. So they have several different ones to choose from if you wanted to do like a boy bunny and a girl bunny, or just any color that you guys love. I added some pretty little roses into her little bow over here, and it's really getting a little bit full and floofy. So I was like, oh, I gotta push that down. It's gonna cover up her mouth. We don't want roses in her mouth, Miss Pink Princess Marie Bunny. But you guys can have so much fun with these bunnies. Use whatever ribbon you love. Dollar Tree has a ton of small ribbon. Now I'm also using this little brooch to go around her neck because she's so fancy. She has to have a fancy brooch. Another thing you guys could do would be to make a memory bunny. You could use maybe one of your grandma's little handkerchiefs and brooch just to really remember your grandma by, or you could use somebody that you love, a loved one's, maybe a piece of their clothing that would be special to you, and make a memory bunny that way. I'm just now thinking about this. I was thinking about somebody that I had lost today, and so maybe that's why that popped up. But I did also add little pink bows to her feet and roses, which is a little bit extreme, but you know what? I felt like the bunny feet were a little bit kind of flimsy and funny looking. So I thought, you know what? We're going to give her some fancy rose bunny shoes. She is Marie Princess Bunny, so she has to have some fancy shoes. What do you guys think about this bunny? I've shared these bunnies with you before. Another fun thing you can do is run ribbon on their ears, like on the inside of their ears. I ended up doing a little bit of crochet in and around her ears, and I also just popped off some little greenery and some tiny mini roses off my garland that I just did, because I was like, you know what, we need some little smaller detail on her as well. But she was so fun to do. Help me name her. Should she be Pink Princess Marie, or should we name her something else? I think she is just absolutely adorable and so gorgeous. And should I put her in my Etsy shop? I don't know. She's very imperfect. But she might be a cute addition to the cakes. I only have one of her. All of my creations are one of a kind, so none of them can be duplicated. Here is the little spot. I did cut a little bit off of the little vintage crochet doily, and I'm adding that to her ears. So also, I hope to list some of my new cakes in my Etsy shop, and I'm going to leave a link to my Etsy shop in the description box below. But I love how she came out. I think she looks so adorable. She's so royal and so regal, and just would be really cute in a little girl's room, or if you just love shabby chic decorating and you love bunnies, she'd be a cute little Easter girly pop to have on hand. Now for this next Dollar Tree DIY, I'm going to share with you guys some really fun little Dollar Tree garland ideas. So you can take these little Dollar Tree bunnies off their garland and just craft with them and make them something even more cute and fabulous. They're adorable on their garland, but you know what? I was like, I want to make them into a cookie, a bunny cookie. And these are some of the free gifts that I've been including in my cake orders, because why not? I want to get you guys excited for Easter and have a little cute something to set next to your cake for the season. I have my faux icing, which is featherweight dap spackling. I mixed a tiny bit of pink paint into it, and I'm just going to simply use a really small, I think it's a star tip. I don't really know a lot about icing tips. I'm kind of really getting the hang of using them to make them look really nice. So you just kind of you squirt out a little bit and then you drag it, and you squirt and drag and squirt and drag. That sounds kind of weird, but that's how you pipe your icing. And so I've gotten pretty good with this tip. Now these are so small that I have to be kind of really careful to go really slow, but this is such a relaxing thing for me. Let me know in the comment section below if you guys like to decorate cakes or cookies or anything like this, if you've tried them and you find it really relaxing. Or how about I say, let me know in the comment section below what craft or activity, I also feel really relaxed when I'm cooking a lot of the times. Definitely when I'm crafting. And I've been listening to Mel Robbins' podcast, and she's been talking about how important creativity is, or to have a project to help with anxiety. Because if we don't have a project or something to focus on, a lot of times we'll turn our inner thoughts on ourselves and begin to kind of be real self-critical, or get kind of lost in emotions that maybe aren't healthy for us. And I was like, wow, that is really profound. And so just thinking about how much joy I get out of crafting, and how much of happiness it gives me, might be something that you guys could take into your life to give you a little bit of joy and happiness. And I also think that crafting helps us heal when we're heartbroken. I had one of you all recently share with me that you had recently lost your husband, or I'm not sure, maybe you had lost him in the last year, and that you had been suffering with a broken heart. And so I just want to reach out to you and tell you how much I love you. And I know many of you are suffering with different heartbroken things that have happened, or people you've lost. And so I hope that this idea of crafting through heartbreak can really help give you guys something to focus on and to help heal your heart. Because, and I've told you guys this before, is sometimes it's not always about our final project. Sometimes it's about just the journey and what we're doing. So give yourself some grace if your craft projects aren't perfect. Maybe you just need to craft just simply to help release some stress and anxiety or depression. So that was just my little tip from me to you. How do you think these bunnies are looking? I also think that we can craft in times of joy, and that our joy brings so much happiness to our work and our projects. And sometimes we can be crafting in the midst of joy and sorrow, because those can be going on at the same time. So anyway, I'm gonna let you guys watch me work, and we're just gonna have fun with it and just make these bunnies into the sweetest little bunny sugar cookies ever. Now for this DIY, this is one of my little mini cakes that I'm going to be putting into my Etsy shop. So I don't know if you guys know, but my cakes take about a week to make, because each process has to dry for about a day to 2 days. And so I first put a crumb coat on the cake, and then I'll put the first layer of icing on. And then now this is like day 4 on this cake, and I'm putting the smaller layer of icing, especially with these smaller ones. And then I'll add in like all of the goodies. This one has a crown, and it will have some little mini roses and some other little goodies as I go along. So I'm piping the smaller icing. But with these cakes, because you're using spackling, you have to let that spackling dry before you can kind of pipe on more layers. So if you see like the purple and blue cakes off to the right of the table, those took, again, several days, and they're so adorable. I can't wait to share them with you guys. I'm going to try to give you guys a little bit of a close up on some of my piping. I feel like it's gotten really so much better and so good. Now piping spackling, my faux icing, is way different than piping real icing. And I actually like piping the faux icing better, because I got a little frustrated, at least when I was doing the sugar cookies for the kids for Valentine's Day, that my buttercream just, like, it would get warm really quickly, I felt like. And maybe I should have set it in the refrigerator and let it set up longer. But anyway, that's just my hot take on what but I love doing these fake cakes and cookies. I just love them. And I love making them these princess cakes with the pretty crowns or the roses on the top. I hope you guys are loving it. And please check out my new Etsy listings once I get them up and running. I will make a post on Facebook and Instagram so you guys will know. But I'm so thankful because I had almost all my cakes sold out except for 2. And also, if you guys see the big cake next to my bunny, I'm going to be giving away a big cake like that for my I Love Spring series. So make sure you guys are subscribed and you're commenting. Now I'm just piping the little swooshes to make it super fancy. I'm going to let you guys listen to some music and watch me decorate. For this Dollar Tree DIY, I'm going to make like a little cake cross or cross cake. So Dollar Tree has these beautiful little white crosses out, and as soon as I saw them, I was like, I need to make some little cross cakes. I was going to fill in the center part so I could just make it one cross, but then I was like, you know what? I think it will be fine just to ice this and then maybe add some pretty roses or a bow to the side. Let me know what you guys think, but I think these are going to be so sweet for Easter. I may put some of them in my Etsy shop if they turn out well. This is just going to be the first layer of the icing, but the icing is fake icing and it's that DAP featherweight spackling, and I mixed it up with just a tiny bit of pink to give it this pale pink color. I'm using 2 different piping tips on this, kind of like a larger star piping tip and then a smaller one that I went in to do a little bit of detail work. And then the hardest part with this, with the making the fake cakes, is I then have to stop my progress and wait for it to dry. So I usually wait about 2 days for it to dry because you can't really touch them and work with them and do more piping of the icing while they're wet. And I've also learned to do the bottom layer of my cake last. So that will be the last layer that I put on, because I can hold it with my hand. I can usually hold the cake with my hand to finish it up, but that last layer, of course, you have to be really careful. And even if you move it the slight bit, the spackling will get messed up. So if you guys order any of my cakes, know that they're handmade with love and that they're going to have some imperfections, definitely. But I am a little bit of a perfectionist, so I'm probably harder on myself than I should be. But anyway, I'm changing out the little piping tip, which I love these little piping bags. I found them actually at Dollar General, believe it or not. So anyway, I also have like a little army of cakes set up on my work table. I have 7 cakes waiting to dry. So they have their first crumb coat on, and then I'm going to wait and then sand those down, and then I'll put the first layer of icing on, and then I'll wait 2 more days, and then I'll put the next layer on, and then I'll probably wait another 2 days and finish it up with all the toppings and all of the detail work. So I'm telling you, they're a labor of love and also a labor of patience. So here is how my little Dollar Tree faux cross cake is looking so far. She's not finished yet, but I think she looks pretty cute so far. I think that it would be a nice addition to anybody's cute little cake collection. I'll let you guys know if I decide to put them in my Etsy shop. Okay, so for this Dollar Tree DIY, I want to share with you guys a super easy, adorable Dollar Tree no-sew tea towel pillow. You guys really loved the no-sew pillow that I did for Valentine's Day, so I thought, let's do a spring one. And when I was unpacking my Easter spring decor, I actually found this tea towel from last season. I'm not sure if somebody sent it to me or if I bought it, but it was brand new with the tag on it. Surprise, surprise. But I'm just going to take it and I'm going to fold it in half. You want the print to be on the inside while you're doing this hot gluing. And please, if you're a sewing gal and you have a sewing machine, by all means sew this. You can sew it by hand, sew it with your sewing machine, but I'm a hot glue gal. This is a decorative pillow only, so we are using hot glue. I have never had a problem with it. Now you do want to leave one end open, and I like leaving that long end, so you want to do your two sides that are going to be the same. Flip that inside out, and then you can stuff your pillow and hot glue your remaining side together. And here is the final look on our super adorable little spring pillow. Now I have the funniest thing to share with you all. Benji Bear, we have been snowed in. I filmed this up and down, so sorry it's a little bit of a smaller screen, but he was out in the snow just tearing it up. He was like, look at me, mom, go. It took him about 30 seconds though. He did his business and he was like, I am done with this. But for a hot minute, Benji Bear was a snow puppy dog. So thank you all so much for joining me on another fun and fabulous crafting and decorating adventure. It's such a true blessing and honor to have each and every one of you all here. For those of you all that have just clicked on this video, and welcome, I'm Olivia with Olivia's Romantic Home. I'm a DIY crafty mama. I love to share with you guys how you can make your homes boutique gorgeous on a budget. I have 1,100 videos on YouTube sharing crafty decor tutorials from all different styles for all different seasons. I'm a seasonal decor enthusiast and I do love a little bit more of a maximalist look, but you guys can always dial back or scale back any idea that I share with you guys, change out the ribbon color, the paint color, and really make it your own, because I'm just sharing what I love. I know you guys love different things and some of you all love the same things, so it's okay to be a little bit different and do what you love. So embrace that, embrace your own personal style. Now I have been doing a devotional with you guys. Did I remind you guys to subscribe to my YouTube channel? Please subscribe, it's totally free and it helps me out so much. It also is going to help me out with giving my giveaway away. I'm giving away one of my big beautiful fancy cakes. Please comment down below because that's how I choose the winner in the comments section, and then I'll announce it on my socials. Okay. Drink your water. I've been reminding you guys to drink your water. As I approach my wonderful, lovely birthday, I'll be turning the big 50 this year. What? No way. It's true. I drink my water and I eat a lot of clean foods and I go to the gym and just try to get my steps in. But I also love to stick to a faith-based devotional as much as possible. I'm doing one at the end of every single video. I have been since last fall because it helps me out and I hope it helps you guys out. I also have little Dollar Tree prayer cards that I read first thing in the morning. I have also weaned myself off of coffee. Lo and behold, imagine that. Coffee and then some extra medication that I didn't even need. I also don't drink alcohol. So lots of fun things there. And I'm not shaming anybody who does any of those things. Just for me personally, I watched a loved one suffer desperately with their health last spring and lost that loved one. And so it really, I guess, I can't even talk about it, but it made me start doing a lot of changes in my own personal life and my own personal health. So this is a devotional. It's called He Whispers Your Name. It's by Cherry Hill. And I have really been enjoying this. You guys have been as well. So you can get it off of Amazon. My dear friend Stacy sent it to me. I love you, girlfriend. And so the next one is called Rising Above the Obstacles. So I'm going to put my glasses on. Hang on. They're even kind of dirty, so please don't judge me, but it will make it easier for me to read this. Rising above the obstacles. The mountains in your life cause you to face a choice, to be overwhelmed or enthusiastic. And that choice will either keep you from moving forward in faith or take you to the top of the mountains you face. I know it seems easier to just give up and give in, but you can't, and don't be deceived. You can be completely centered in my will and still face enormous obstacles. Oftentimes, as you're moving in the right direction in your faith, challenges seem endless. This is because you have an enemy and he opposes you when he sees me at work in you through your life. So don't become disillusioned just because you encounter mountains of opposition. Simply look up and be assured of my presence and power that overcomes all obstacles to my will for you. Respond in faith, remembering that I can move mountains, but the mountain I really want you to move is the one within you, the mountain of doubt that keeps you from moving forward in faith. You alone can move that mountain by simply believing that I will move all others in your life. Every valley shall be raised up and every mountain hill made low. The rough ground shall become level and the rugged places a plain, and the glory of the Lord will be revealed, and all the people will see it together, for the mouth of the Lord has spoken. And that's Isaiah 44-5. Wow, I really needed that. I've had, some interpersonal challenges, I feel like a little bit lately, being way too hard on myself and not offering myself grace and also not offering others grace. And I've really been wrestling that down and asking God to soften my heart, forgive myself, and then forgive others that have hurt me. So sometimes that can be really hard to do. It can be a real challenge, but it sounds to me like we are asked to rise up and to endure and to not give up. So anyway, I hope this encourages you guys. I hope that you have had fun crafting and decorating with me. I know so many of you in my last video, go back and watch episode 1. Make sure you're watching, because we're just going to kind of, catapult on top of all of them and make them all flow together. And then I'm going to move a lot of it into my home once I get my Valentine's Day decor down and start decorating for Easter, which I could do today. But I've just been having so much fun with all my fake bakes. I have to share with you guys. Look at this little cute little cake right here. They're so fun. I've been putting crowns on some of them. The crowns will definitely be limited edition. In fact, every single cake is limited edition. I almost sold out of the last set that I put on Etsy. Excuse me, sorry. And so I've had people request to see if I could make them the exact same one, and I really can't. I'm just gonna be honest with you. My hands will only move the way that they're gonna move, and so they're all gonna be a little bit different. Here is the one that we did today. And I don't know if I'm finished with this one. I'm almost wondering if I should put like little bows on this. But the spackling that I use to create these cakes, look at this cute little crown. I feel like a crown is just so fitting because we are all God's beautiful daughters and princesses. And so I just hope you guys can remember that. But you can find all of my cakes and little decor things in my Olivia's Romantic Home Etsy shop. The link is going to be in the description box of this video. And I've also been posting links in my stories and all that kind of fun stuff. Thank you truly for everybody that supported me and went and bought a little cake out of my shop. I was so excited to make it to the post office before we had this massive snowstorm. And so your cakes got shipped out, priority mail, 2 to 3 business days. And so I'm so excited for you guys. The ones of you guys that actually were able to get them, thank you for just supporting me, and just thank you guys for those of you that are subscribed to my YouTube channel that comment in the comment section below. This is truly a community to me. You guys are truly my family. I'm looking at possibly doing a collaboration this year with some other big creators that do like a workshop type of thing. And I haven't put it all together yet, so I'm not going to really say anything, but I would like to do some type of something like that where I could do like a meet and greet and meet some of you guys and hug your necks, because I see you guys in the comment section. I know you. I've known some of you for years that have been commenting, and I would love more than anything just to put a face to the name. So that would be super fun. But I'm going to try not to get ahead of myself. It looks like I have a mushroom on my head. It just got a little boofy. I don't have any hairspray, and I had washed my hair 2 nights ago, and then you guys saw it boofy in my last video. Well, it's still really boofy. So anyway, thank you guys so much for being here. I hope to light up your life with goodness and crafting and fun and joy. And I'm going to tell you guys right now, keep going, keep putting one foot in for the other, no matter what you have going on. Everybody's got something. I have something. You guys have something. But we are going to move forward this year. 2025 is going to be our year of joy and healing from heartbreak, because I'm telling you what, I experienced such a massive heartbreak back in 2021. It almost took me out. And I've had experienced some heartbreaks even since then, but I just keep going. And one of the things, I have been listening to a podcast by Mel Robbins, and she talks about when we keep creating things, when we stay focused on a project, it really keeps us in a positive headspace. So maybe that's why crafting and decorating is so good for our heart and soul, because it just keeps us moving. And for me, I put all of my anxiety out in my crafting projects. It all goes away. Like it blooms into this joy and loveliness. So anyway, even if it's not perfect, just keep crafting and decorating. And even if you guys can't craft and decorate, I hope you guys are just enjoying the show. And I also wouldn't be here if you guys didn't click on my videos. So go back and watch some of my videos if you can't craft and decorate, or if you just want to listen to some in the background, or whatever those fun things. I'm thankful beyond measure. Gratitude. So thankful for all of you guys. Okay, I'm gonna let you guys go. Have a gorgeous, blessed day. Stay warm if you've had a snowstorm, or if you're in Florida and you're just chilling and it's 75 degrees, send me some sunshine. Until our next video, be kind to yourselves, be kind to one another, and talk to you guys very soon. Bye.